Hello YouTube, welcome to my channel. On today's episode, I'll be showing you all how to create this natural looking protective style. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be using to accomplish the look. I have some Shine and Gem, which I always use when I'm braiding hair. It's my favorite. I also am going to be using some hair grease to grease the scalp. I have some butterfly clips and also some duckbill clips, a few of these for sectioning it out the hair and keeping it out your way. I have a detangling comb and a good parting comb, which is very important. I also have a pack of Afro Twist braid by 𝐒𝐋𝐀𝐾 collection. So I'm going to be cutting this. I'll be letting you know how much I use. And I also have some scissors to cut the hair and some liquid sheen to finish the look. So before you do any protective style to your hair, make sure you thoroughly wash it and add some type of leave-in moisturizer to your hair, and also grease your scalp. This particular client has chosen not to add heat to her hair, so in order to make the process go easier, after she washed it, she sectioned it into 3 parts and braided it out to help stretch the hair. And yeah, so now I'm just going to comb it out. Make sure you start from the ends and work your way to the roots. So I'm going to just section it out and comb it in sections. Before I do any major parting, I always part it straight down the middle first to make sure everything is symmetrical, because symmetry is very important when it comes to braiding hair. Okay, so what I did next was section out the top piece for the twist, and I had parted it in a U shape, as you can see here. And in the back, because what I did, remember when I parted it down the middle, it's easier for me to section out the middle for the twist. So what I do is just make sure I get the same amount on each side, and I just part out a piece from each side and kind of like curve it towards the bottom. Like, don't part it too thick towards the nape of the head, because you need enough room for your braids over here. So I'm not going to take too much from the bottom. I'm just going to part it in like a curving motion, as so. And then I'm going to do the same amount on this side and then section it out. Okay, as you can see, I already parted the hair out and braided away the section where I'm going to be doing the twist in the middle. And I didn't bring the section all the way down to the nape because I'm going to need enough room and hair in order to do the cornrows up into the twist for the style. And so next I'm just going to part out these 2 sections where I'm going to be doing the cornrows to make it easier to, make sure it's symmetrical, and that way I can achieve the look. Okay, so I made 4 sections, and I'm going to start off with the bottom 2 here and just start, freestyling and braiding it up into the center. And when it comes to hair braiding, like, every head is different, every head shape is different, so you basically have to freestyle. It's an art, so just do what you feel comfortable and just let your fingers flow and then create a masterpiece. So I'm going to go ahead and just start braiding. Okay, so I finished braiding the bottom 2 sections, and as you can see, I left the ends unbraided because I will be adding the Marley hair to the ends and twisting them. So this is what it's looking like so far. You can turn this way, please. Okay, back in the center, and all this will be braided up. So next I'm going to start working on the top 2 sections, and I will give you guys a visual. So let me go ahead and start so you can see how I start the braid. So, well, like I said, when it comes to braiding, it's an art, so you have to look at the client's hairline, see what you have to work with, how thin it is, or the bottom line is you have to protect the client's hair. So if it's a little bit thin, make the part a little bit bigger, or figure out where you're going to part the hair. If you can't, sometimes you know, everybody can have the same style. So like I said, work with the client's head. So I'm going to start. Let me just make sure you guys can see. Okay, that's good. I'm going to probably start, let's say, over here and bring it everything from this center here and start going up into the middle over here. So, and use your gem. I have the gem on my hand here to help you better, you know, section out the parts and make it easier to part the hair. So I'm going to start there and just swoop it over here. Okay, so this is what I've done so far. This is what it's looking like. And I'm just going to continue to freestyle. As you can see, I am finished with the cornrow part of the style. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Show you the other side. Okay, so now for the twisting part. Okay, so I cut some of the extensions in half and some in fours. So I'm going to use the smaller or the shorter part on the bottom of the hair, and I'm just going to start adding the hair and start twisting it onto the ends of the braids. Okay, so I've been adding the twist to the middle and to the end of the cornrows, and this is what it's looking like. I'm going to show you how I add the extensions onto the cornrows. So, okay, this is what I do. And actually, I've been cutting the hair. I cut the extensions into 4 instead of 2 because it was too long. So I'm using that on the whole head. And this is the amount of hair that I'm taking, like this amount, and I'm going to stretch it a little bit. So I'm going to divide the end into 2 and add a little bit of the jam. Next, I'm going to put my extension into between both ends, and then I'm going to twist one side, holding it firm in the middle, and then hold that. And then twist the other side, and then just bring those 2 together and twist it on down. I can add some more jam as I'm going down as well, and then just continue to twist. Yep, and then I'm going to continue to finish the whole head, and I'm going to show you guys what it looks like at the end. Okay, so now I'm finished with the twist. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. I did all the middle. Oh, let me go the other way, sorry. It's the other side. The twists are done. And then now all that's left is the styling portion. Let me show you the middle, what it looks like. Okay, and I forgot to mention that you will be needing some hairpins for the styling portion, so I'm going to go ahead and start to style the hair. Okay, so what I did was underhand braided the ends starting from the bottom to the top of the head, and then I left the ends loose. I also left some individual twists out in the front to give it a fullness and for the desired look. Let me go ahead and show you the braid that I did in the back. Okay, and then this is the other side. You can't really see, so I just got a little forward this way. Okay, now I also added a few rods to the ends to give it a little curl and to, you know, add some volume to the style. So I already dipped it in or I already, you know, dipped it in the hot water, and I'm just going to take out the rods for you guys. And in the beginning, I forgot to mention that you will be needing some mousse, so I like to add my mousse to Marley hair. Okay, so just gonna add some mousse. You can also add some mousse to the braid too. Mousse always finishes the style. And then just run your fingers through and style it. Okay, so this is the finished look, guys. A nice natural protective style. And I'm going to add some of the liquid sheen just to, you know, give it a nice little gloss. And on the braids. There you go. I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial. And it was a pleasure teaching you guys how to do this. And how do you feel? Do you like this?
I love my hair. Thank you so much.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you.